CDEC, what are they going to grab? They need it. They need a mid-tempo
5
controller
seconds remaining.
that also won't be crushed by an Earth Spirit. Puck is a good fit. Puck's a good fit and also contributes to the team fights with Ursa by being able to throw down the Dream Coils. And I guess the Abaddon will also help the Puck with initiation by possibly going for the popping the shield onto Puck before he engages to absorb some of the incoming damage from LGD.
Remaining.
I think I'm okay with this. This draft is looking okay, but my only issue is that they're investing a lot into Ursa to doing all of their late game damage because Abaddon's not going to do it. Puck will only be able to do a certain amount of damage, and this will have to fall back to Shadow Shaman and Kunkka to start scaling if the game goes late. LGD in the meantime though, Sunray could be an issue, especially during the late game for Ursa, because that does a lot of damage. Earth Spirit's always going to be an issue, especially if he gets Ags. Sanking as well, probably going to be a very big pain in the backside. He's going to be such a key hero for disengage for LGD. I do kind of like I do like CDC's draft. And Lena's going to be finalizing everything here for LGD. So Lone Druid core, Lena core, and then this also leaves Sanking to core, I believe. Unless they want to do something funky with this. There's Chinese teams, you know, just let them be. If they want to do something crazy, getting all the audio down and then alright, it's a little bit louder. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. Alright, so CDEC versus LGD. I really am curious. How is this gonna lay out? 10 seconds remaining before the game begins.
5 seconds remaining.
Well, place your bets, guys. CDEC or LGD, who do you think is going to take the game? I really wonder. 11's going to be handling the Sanking. Alright. Demons and Sep on their famous Kunkka Shadow Shaman. I'm actually looking forward to Demons and Sep because I'm wondering how effective they are going to be during the laning phase. Because in the last game they played the Kunkka and the Shadow Shaman, they managed to get 2 kills just as the runes spawned. And for Shadow Shaman and Kunkka, that's a big deal because that just amped up their survivability when it came to roaming tenfold. And Yao has my Phoenix set that I've been dying to buy. It is so expensive, but I really want it. And then now they probably can't afford it because they all have expensive battle pass. Yeah, actually Yao's, I wonder, Yao is the lowest battle pass, but then he's managed to get the Phoenix set that I've been dying to get. I call this unfair. Unjust. Okay, let's start with CDC on the Dire side for today. We're going to start off with Flyby on the Ursa. We have Shade handling the Puck. We also have September going to be playing on the Kunkka. Sep, June on the Abaddon, and finally we're going to look for our Shadow Shaman here. Demons on the Shadow Shaman. Wards are being pinged out, so I think both teams probably know this is here. Pings coming out from the Lone Druid, if anything. LGD, we have 11 playing on the off lane, Sand King. Roaming back towards the middle lane, we have our Lina, going to be played by Somnus. I think that's Somnus, unless it's something else, but I'm pretty sure it's Somnus. I'm just going to be using whatever names they have on their screen. Victoria on the Earth Spirit. We also going to have Yao on the Phoenix. Again, this set is expensive. Why? And finally on our Lone Druid, we have Ame. Aim or Ame? I prefer Ame for some. But if it's AIM, please excuse me. I've always wanted to ask players how to pronounce their names properly. But ever since NIP, the original NIP, where it had Jonas and Farm, Han and Limp, when the Swedish caster released that video on how to properly pronounce their names, I've always been curious on proper pronunciation of names because I'm pretty sure everyone assumed that it was just the only way to pronounce it was, you know, like an English way if it was with English letters, but then after seeing that, I've got to think like, you know, like just like the VOS, you know, it's like Xbox, but it's VOS. You get my drift? Like, who knows, someone could be called, maybe someone called Kim, but it's actually time, but they don't know how to spell. I'm being very desperate. But we have the supporting duo coming down here for CDEC, looking looking for their first head. And Phoenix is definitely going to be a very nice target, literally has 0 armor. He might have access to dive if they can't kill him quickly enough. Otherwise, Ame could be a very good target because he's only got the bear, there is no savage roar, and Ursa's coming in. This is pretty much exactly the same as the last game. Oh, the fire spirits, is it going to be enough? The attack slow, that may have saved his life. He may have saved his life with those fire spirits. Quick reactions by Yao. Oh, the shackles are going to land again. Also going to get the torrent. First blood by Victoria on the Abaddon, but we're watching this bottom lane as we lose our Phoenix. So Earth Spirit going to be getting this victory here by helping that top lane, securing 11's lane by killing off the June on the Abaddon, who only has 1 point into Curse of Avernus. So because he didn't have the Aphotic Shield, the damage, unfortunately, is going to be too much. Still going to be a 2 versus 3 lane here. Bear +2 with Bear +1. I'm expecting the supports to leave this lane at some point because I'm pretty sure with how defensive LGD are playing, it's not going to be easy to get that second kill on the Phoenix again. Yao obviously is going to be looking to get that second point into his dive if possible, just so he has that escape in case he gets in trouble. Shifting off into the middle lane, Somnus up against Shade. Shade is outplaying this Lina. Oh my god! Cats!
Gold from my chest.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me, guys.
Invisibility.
Alright, let's continue. I lost my train of thought. We will come back to that station later. Victoria, in the meantime, is going to be a pest, although they might get the shackles here with Sep as well. Oh, nice Savage Roar to push demons back to cancel out the shackles with the body blocks by Sep. Phoenix is here with fire spirits. He's thrown 2, has got 2 more spirits, but here comes Victoria to the rescue. Shackles is there onto the bear. They kill off the bear. Now can they have this return onto Flyby? Flyby gonna try and turn onto Victoria. The kick is there, the dive as well. They're trying to burn this bear, but Flyby gets a kill onto Victoria first. They do get the kill onto him, but they're giving these that EXP away to Flyby. This lane, crazy down here. Eleven having a very comfortable matchup in this in the top lane against the Abaddon. June being out CS by a Sand King. You can't really expect too much here if you're for an Abaddon. As long as he's not being pushed out of lane and he can sustain, he's doing okay. He's not doing terribly. So for June, he's technically doing his job. He can't really push 11 out. It's just not possible. And it looks like we might be getting some packet loss here. Yeah, Lina disconnecting. Unless he just disconnected in general, that also could be a thing. Chinese symbols. I wish I had a Chinese stats guy, so when I do China, then at least I could get some translation for you guys. Alright, I remember I told you guys, if someone DCs, I'm going to tell you... Oh, nope, they came back. I was going to tell you guys a story, but now they're back. Well, let's take a look at the items really quickly before we unpause. Boots all around, to be expected. But otherwise, Puck doesn't have a bottle yet. He is trying to still save up for about 100 gold away before he can secure that bottle. But Shade is still doing very well up against Somnus. I'm expecting Somnus to catch up after he gets a few more points into Dragon Slave, just so he can properly clear the creep wave than he currently can, because... Oh, Lone Druid died. I repeat, Lone Druid died, and so will Yao. Yao is still trying to run away. He's got 30 seconds left on the dive. No shackles. They just needed to hit him once with Demon. Well, this bottom lane's not doing too well, but this is very similar to the strat that CDEC played in their previous game. And it looks like it's turning out very well. LGD, they're struggling to deal with this because Victoria... His role this game... Okay, Lena's pausing again. But Victoria's role this game is he's supposed to be roaming and looking for kills in other lanes. But because CDC are applying so much pressure into the bottom lane, Ame, as well as his buddy Phoenix, needs help. And this means that CDEC are technically winning if they're forcing Victoria to stay in that bottom lane, because he's not roaming mid to kill Shade. He's not roaming top to kill June. So middle lane... still going to be in favor of the Puck for a very long time, and technically top, it's okay as is, so they could probably leave 11 unless they really want to shut the abaddon down. So, maybe... White flag. Okay. Alright, maybe I can tell you guys my story now. Wondering why... I was like, this name is not familiar, like why is it Somnus? It's Maybe. Alright, thank you very much, you're amazing. So while we wait for Maybe to reconnect, alright, I'm gonna tell you a lovely story. So in my house, I own 3 cats. I'm currently babysitting 3 more cats. There are 6 cats in my house. Anyways, there is 1 cat, and he is my big fat roly-poly black and white cat. He is lovely. He loves food. His stomach bulges. He actually looks like a walking, you know, like the cement trucks where they're like, the front of the truck is square shaped because that's like what trucks are supposed to look like, and then the back, the barrel is like round. That in cat form is my cat, and his name is Bo. And he was actually sick not too long ago, so I had to take him to the vets and everything because he wasn't feeling well. He was vomiting. Basically, when he went to the toilet, number 1 and number 2 didn't exist. It was technically 1.5. I think that's enough of a picture to put in your heads. So anyways, this 1.5 caused me a lot of grief because just cleaning a cat box 1.5s is just not nice. Anyways, enough with that. So he has a habit in the mornings to, if your alarm rings for work, he will jump up on the bed if you have not gotten out of bed yet. He will lie on your chest an inch away from your face, and he will get his hands and he will start kneading, you know, like the whole thing where the kittens like start pushing and pulling with their hands on mum cats. So he would do that to my face. And I didn't mind it because it was like a nice wake-up call, but then sometimes I would be that tired, I'd be like, please go away. And the only way to get him to stop was to lie on your side. So one day, he came onto my bed to do the normal thing because my alarm rang and I had to go to work. And I was particularly lazy that day. Because, you know, it was at 4 o'clock in the morning. So obviously I'm very tired. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, he's like jumped up onto the bed and he's just started like kneading my face. I'm just like, why you do this? This is probably why I have very soft cheeks at this point. So he's kneading my face. I'm just like, okay, just do your thing. Just please go away after 5 minutes. Now, there was a different, I don't know, there was like something different about that kneading tail. I was like, why is this kneading feel different than normal? And it was because his feet were like damp. And I was like, why the hell are your feet damp? Did you like step in your water bowl? And then after a while, I just like, you know, I was like, whatever, it's just water, right? So I'm just like lying there, lying on my bed, letting him play with my face till he's done. And then after he gets up, there's a smell. And it's not a nice smell. It's actually the whole time he had been kneading on my face. He had been kneading cat poop biscuits on my face. Oh. It was 4 a.m. I had never gotten out of my bed so fast to shower a cat. It was awful. And since then, I have been paranoid since. And Maybe is back, so let's continue. Story time is over. That was start to finish. That was perfect timing. Alright, Maybe is back. But Maybe is struggling up against Shade. Very much struggling. Bottom lane. This bottom lane is gonna be insane. If LGD can somehow stabilize this lane with Victoria, then he should be good to go to leave, but CDEC, they're managing this bottom lane so well. They're keeping 3 heroes there when essentially Sep is back at base. They don't know where Sep is because there's no vision in that lane. They don't know where anyone is. They're probably thinking that Sep is hiding somewhere. like the lane has started to stabilize, so instead they're going to be sending Sep into the middle lane. They also have the Dream Coil here onto Maybe, sorry. TPs are there, Victoria trying to come to the rescue. The turret, can they save Maybe? No, the chop down by Sep. And Victoria, not going to be enough by himself to save Maybe. So while Maybe is down, he might just consider sitting in the lane for a little bit, just to soak up some of this EXP. This does leave this a dual lane in the bottom lane, and they know with Sep that the TP is now on cooldown here for Victoria. So he's going to probably scramble back into lane with his Arcane Boots, help buff up his team with the Arcanes, and then just go. He's going to be using the Shrine instead. So they're going to be saving the Arcane Boots. But Maybe has returned to lane. Victoria is also waddling down there just to make sure that everything's going to be okay. And it could be a very good timing that he does so if they decide to go, because Flyby is hoping to do a flyby very shortly. Now, let's take a look at the levels of this lane, because I'm wondering how this tri-lane is doing, and I gotta say they're doing a little bit better than CDEC. They have an extra level on Kunkka and also an extra level on their Ursa. Both supports on the side of LGD are still level 3, level 4 on the Lone Druid. So level-wise, it's looking really good for CDEC. I am very, very concerned for them. I'm very concerned for LGD if they don't somehow stabilize this lane. It's just good that 11 is doing well. If he can get an early blink, he might be able to turn that bottom lane around. But for now, they just have to hang tight, but roll in. They want to kill Flyby. Now, can they get him in time? The kick is there, the damage as well. They need Flyby down. Victoria will get the kill before he drops. The creeps are going to be finishing him off. Sunray is there. They're trying to at least burn demons down. The X is going to be thrown onto Arme, so he gets sent back. The bear, it's not rendered useless yet. He's still chasing with Arme. No, my bear. Oh no, the bear blocked his way. If Arme shifted the bear to the right while he let himself walk through, he may have been able to grab that kill. But playing it very safe, not getting overly greedy, going to be leaving demons to wander back to base and have to rethink their strategy in that lane. And with that kill, this is going to make LGD feel a lot more confident. Although in the meantime, we have Maybe getting coiled again, dodging the LSA, Light Striker Ray. They really want Shade, the torrent. It's going to be enough. Sure, Victoria. Victoria. Where'd this guy come from? Did they hire him from FIFA? That kick was amazing. Should join a football team. But Victoria, amazing counterplay, getting that secondary kill off onto the puck. Even though they lose Maybe, just to kill off puck, it is a return kill. Now, looks like we might be seeing a backstab here. Demons coming in from the west side. Well, June will try and slow 11 down. The Hex is there. Shackles as well. They have damage. Burrow Strike will kill him off. Although Leader comes in, Maybe trying to get the return kills, wants to kill demons. He has LSA in 1 second and Laguna in 5. LSA to land. Dragon Slave should be able to finish him off with one right click, and Maybe gets that return kill. 4 kill streak onto Maybe. This is a good turn of events for the Lina. Take a look at the net worth right now. We have our puck leading, but then the next 3 are LGD heroes. So considering how the lanes went, it's still looking okay for LGD. They haven't lost out farm. And that's the biggest thing. That was the role for CDEC's lineup. They needed to slow the farm down. It looks like the return kill under Victoria. Shade has some shade on Victoria. Unfortunately, the role going to be breaking the tether. Ursa, in the meantime, going to be dying in the top lane. Maybe and 11 going to be comboing it up. And grabbing that kill.
Tower is under attack.
Looks like Demon and Sep back to their old shenanigans. Going to be looking for this bear again. Lone Druid, does he have a bear? Looks like... Where's the bear? Is the bear here? Here we go. There's the bear. I can found.
Money to burn.
I may not going to be feeling too safe with June in the lane. They don't know where the supports are, so this defensive positioning, they know something's up. Who's coming? Looks like the supports on CDEC not going to be able to grab a kill here. Victoria still soaking up in this lane, very close to a level 6, and maybe it's just TP back in. They're going to go for a roll. They really want the puck. Silence is there. Victoria, beautiful execution. The kick will miss. LSA to land. This should be the end of the puck. Popping wand really wants to get away. He needs the vision. Laguna, yeah, the LSA is going to be enough. Laguna was still on cooldown. Still on cooldown, just a few seconds, but they didn't even need it. And now at the plus 80 light strike array damage as well. This is going to hurt the puck more as he is quite fragile at this point of time.
I'll take yours.
The bear going to be doing a good entangle onto June, forcing him to pop an aphotic shield. So Yao has been roaming around this game, getting quite close to level 6. He has been slowly contributing. Considering how the game has gone as well, he knows it'll be very difficult to get a Sunray off, so he has invested into Fire Spirits instead, which I do agree with this a little bit more than going for the traditional Sunray build, because at this point, if you can't guarantee a spell, you may as well just pick something that's going to be a little bit more useful. This also will contribute to the lifespan of the Supernova, just because getting those high level Fire Spirits onto anybody, it increases the chance of survivals tenfold. Although his survival chance now might be quite low because Shade and Sep are here. And there is going to be a beautiful two-man coil. Shade really wants this Phoenix, but instead they're going to go for Ame, who's going to be trying to dive straight into the tree line, TP out as well. They will not be able to get the bird, but they got the bear instead. The B and B. Somnus LSA, oh, straight into the ult there. June did not want to die.
Invisibility.
Victoria again back into this top lane, wanting to grab a kill onto Flyby again. 11's blink is done as well. Really want to kill him at the center to start. Oh no, they went the wrong way, but can they still kill him? He's still silenced up. They need these hits. Magnetize on top and Flyby turning onto Victoria. They need the damage just a little bit more. Oh, Victoria gets the kill onto Flyby first. They miss out on the EXP, so mission success here for LGD. Demons gets the counter kill, but they still get their target, that big bad bear. Let's take a look at item progression really quickly as well. So we have our Tranquil Boots on the Phoenix. He's just going to be going for our standard support items. We have a Soul Ring, sorry, on Maybe. I keep reading Somnus, on Maybe, because he wants to probably go for that Bloodstone as soon as possible. So the Mana Sustain, very useful here for Maybe. I believe it's a Hand of Midas here coming up for our Lone Druid. Yeah, he wants a Hand of Midas, so hopefully this is going to provide enough time for Ame to farm up the Hand of Midas. LSA won't land, June going for the Duke instead. Blink onto our Sand King, and that seems to be it here on the side of LGD. Oh, we missed out on a kill. 11 died. He got stuck in there by demons. Well played by demons. Earnest has been picked up by Sep. Probably, is this a Hand of Midas as well? Alright, Hand of Midas on the Abaddon. And that's it, Veil. So nothing else big as of yet. We will be seeing what these guys want to grab a bit later. But so far, tower game is going to be free for CDEC just because of the bear. Bear always makes this push so much easier, especially when you have to demolish. Just 40% bonus building damage. So Shade, he has his Veil, he has almost everything to start these fights. He just needs to finish up the Blink Dagger. The only problem here is that his team can't be complacent. They need to also still keep annoying LGD's lineup, because LGD's lineup excels at farming. Sand King can farm, Lina can farm, Lone Druid can farm. 11 might actually die if he's not careful. X is there, Sandstorm. Have to go for a Burrow Strike if he wants to live. The Hex there from Demons. The Shark gonna come on through just in case. They really wanted that 11. And 11 shall drop.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Looking at the graphs as well. Lead for LGD, although just slightly for EXP. Gold is still looking relatively. Bottom lane there, I hear Veil really wants Yao. Can't quite get him though. Just those sun rays zip out into the middle of nowhere. Oh, the kick onto Abaddon, forcing out his ult. They're not gonna be killing him anytime soon, but I think at some point June's gonna be looking at this and thinking, well, I could be in trouble at some point in my life. Shade, Demon, and Flyby. Probably gonna go for a smoke? Is there a smoke? No, they just want to jump into lane. They're gonna keep the puck hidden in the tree line. No? Okay, they're gonna show themselves. No sneaky business here for CDEC. They say, hey guys, let's just go. Let's go, boys. But top lane, we have Ame working on this tower, forcing out the glyph. No TPs. Rather surprising, no TPs, but look at this bottom lane. It's loaded with LGD heroes. A supernova egg as well. Flyby destroyed. Yeah, kiss those items goodbye. Blink just get picked up on Shade, but I feel like the Blink should have been picked up first before they considered a fight like that.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They did
attack.
commit a lot of spells just to kill Flyby. A lot of spells. Look at CDC being relentless. They're gonna keep going. They want 11. Victoria is there. Oh, the silence onto both. They blow up 11. Now they want to try and go for Victoria. Oh, the shackle prevents him from running away. And the Phoenix already has TP'd out. They possibly may lose his bottom tower, but look at the lone druid Ame. He's starting to push this top T2. He might lose his bear if he's not careful. Oh, 300 gold. Oh, I wish I could just pick up 300 gold off the side of the road. That's what I would call fair life.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ame still farming away. He is slowly starting to out-farm the puck. This is really concerning for CDEC because the state of Flyby, it's almost difficult to watch because he is so under-farmed. He doesn't even have a form of getting himself into these fights. No blink, no Vladstun. He's just got the Morbid Mask and the Phase Boots. He's still trying to finish up the Blink Dagger first, but I'm a bit concerned that he may just have to go for the Vlads first because this is going to be so delayed. It would be nice if they can at least give him a little bit of space and have him just stay in the jungle to finish up farming these items, because if they keep bringing him out, it's just going to get everything delayed further and further along as the game goes, because 17 minutes, this blink is not done. It's going to reach a peak. It's going to reach a point where this blink might be a bit too late and that LGD probably don't care. 11 is in the side. They're hoping that CDEC bite. Unfortunately, there's not enough bait on the hook, so CDC will be leaving. Baden farming away in that middle lane, gonna be going for his Ring of Health just to finish off his set. Gonna be going for Glimmer Cape for his next item pickup. It will be a while before that pops up because they do need to distribute a lot of this farm to their top cores for now, because the cores on CDEC, they are very poor. They can't afford to share too much of this farm around. Shade kind of needs it, but a lot of it would have to end up going to a lone druid, onto Flyby, and possibly onto the Abaddon as well. The game has slowed down quite a bit. If we continue looking at the progression, lots of blinks. Even Demon's got a blink. What? When? I'm guessing he picked it up recently because he has not had that for very long. But I'm quite surprised that Demon's managed to afford a blink. His net worth is quite decent, I guess. Not the best, decent. He is still a significant ways away from Ursa, Abaddon, and Puck. 11's trying to find someone to solo kill, but every time someone TPs into lane, it's not a target that he wants. He wants someone like Sep. He wants someone like Demons to be farming the lane. That's why he's so far forward, because he knows heroes will normally feel safe under their towers, but it just doesn't look like no one's biting. That's the thing. And they also want to go for a massive smoke. Who are they going to go for? Who are they going to kill though? When you look at the vision so far, no vision on anybody. They're going into this blind. Ursa's going to be going down. Let's see where they're going to be heading. What is there? Do they see? They see. They go. Fly by. Dead by. Goodbye. LGD just zipping their way through this game, looking so strong as a team. Reaction-wise, item-wise, everything just looks like it's going in their favor. Looking very, very good. Sending the bear back to Arme as they want to consider pushing down this T2 tower if possible.
Dire's top tower
Just getting themselves further and further ahead in this game with all
Dire's
this gold.
structures are fortified.
And CDEC, they're really at LG's mercy at this point because you know in CDEC they've been taking a lot of very good small skirmishes, but the moment LGD group up together, that is not a situation you want to be in if you're CDEC. Too many heroes and then suddenly there's not enough damage to be distributed between all of them. That's the thing that CDEC is lacking. This is why the Ursa had to have a good start, because if the Ursa doesn't have a good start, he cannot make up for the lack of damage on CDEC if he fails or falters. So at this point, what is CDEC's plan? Do they just keep farming up their Ursa, hoping that he's going to be enough? It's getting close to Vlad, so there is some progress here for Flyby, but he has had a very rough game as an Ursa. 6 deaths, got 5 assists and 2 kills, but yeah, the farming capability on an Ursa is really not that great. And even June is absorbing a little bit of this farm. It's actually going to be going for a Radiance next, which could be a pretty good item, but my concern is that Abaddon, I'm not sure if the Abaddon's going to get the Radiance at a reasonable timing, because it's a Radiance. You need a lot of gold to buy Radiance. Can he get that gold in time? Because he's not farming at anti-mage speeds. He doesn't have any cleave, he doesn't have any spells that are spammable, that can clear creep waves. And that's the biggest thing with Abaddon. He's just so hard to farm. And the Radiance is also done on the bear. So suddenly, Radiance Bear is going to be pushing out all these lanes, and CDEC, what can they do? What can they do? All they can do is just look at Arme's Bear and say, hey, I wish our Abaddon was as farmed as you. Doing me checking out the Roche, but nothing's there. Nothing's there. They're all grouped up middle. This is not the plan. This is not the plan. Backing up, finishing this BKB onto Flyby now. LGD don't care. They really don't care. They don't mind this turn of events. They're just farming away on the heroes that they want. They backed out slightly. Arme is still farming. They're going to be sending 4 into the fray. Maybe going to be coming in from the very back. They want demons. Oh, the blink out from demons. Beautiful reaction. Very, very quick. This Roche is not long for this world. I don't even know if CDC would want to contest this either. It's in the Roche pit where there are so many AoE spells on the side of LGD, but they're gonna try anyway. But look at the positioning here of LGD. They know. They 100% know. They're gonna even scout the Roche. They're gonna say that Roche has run away, so LGD has left the pit. And this is going to be a wasted smoke on CDEC unless they can think about stealing the Roche. But I think this is what LGD want. They want them to take the Roche. The attack slows. Yeah, they know that LGD is outside. Oh, Victoria missing the combo. Is going to be pulled in, pulled back, taking too much damage, and they're going to lose Victoria right off the bat. CDEC. Did they just outplay LGD with that small maneuver? And Arme coming in from the back, sending in the mare with the Radiance burn. Flyby gonna be able to grab the Aegis. Aegis is down. They also kill off 11. CDEC, they're turning this around. They get the Aegis, they get 2 kills. They also forced out a buyback. They're gonna probably get this bear as well with the Radiance. Arme trying to come back to save the bear, but he can't do anything. He's summoning a new bear, the root onto June. Jumping forward, Supernova into the middle. They're going to leave it. June wants to hit it, but honestly, it's too dangerous down there, and this burn will kill off demons, whether he likes it or not. Victoria going closer, jumping in. Yao coming into the fray as well. CDEC, they get cleaned up. They get cleaned up. But not that badly. They forced a buyback out of Victoria. They lose the Sand King. They don't get the Aegis. The Aegis is still on Flyby. So at the end of the day, that skirmish didn't really impact CDEC because there's no timing, there's no push, there's nothing for LGD to gain. The throat is also becoming the Sahara Desert, ladies and gentlemen. Puck was playing with maybe?
burn.
Playing with maybe. Still farming away. Abaddon's getting pretty close to the relic. So June, progress is being made. 25 minutes in, it looks like it's probably going to be a 28 to 30 minute radiance for June as long as he can dedicate most of this time to farming. He's been using the medallion to speed up his farm. So as long as he gets a little bit of quiet time, which LGD will happily give CDEC, this radiance could pop up. Could it be an issue though? Is it really going to be a problem? It could be. June could turn into an issue just because of the radiance, and he is darn hard to kill. And currently, the heroes on side of LGD, they're reasonably tanky. They're not super squishy, but the miss chance could be quite crucial, especially when it comes to those right clicks. And the miss chance. That's not the miss chance. Okay, the line has been drawn by 11. 11 says, help. The scan as well from the Dire. They know he's there. 11 saying, please, please, mercy. No, not me. I'm just a Sand King. Please, I will give you items for Siltbreaker. I would have taken the Siltbreaker artifacts, by the way. But anyways, Rizik gonna be sent back to base for 37 seconds as well. That's a reasonable amount of time where CDC can feel a little safer knowing that the Sand King won't be available for a Bomber Strike initiation. It doesn't mean there's gonna be no initiation at LGD. Of course there's going to be Victoria, who's also close to his own blink. So back onto these items, we are starting to see some good progression from everybody. Good progression. Blink. BKB. What else are we looking at here? Druid wants to go for an AC. Sand King wants to go for Ags. Still this Radiance. June is very close. It's going to be a 28 minute. 28 minute as long as he can get this next creep wave of farm. Nothing here on Sep. He is looking rather poor still. We'll be looking for a Lincoln Spear on our Puck. BKB almost done on our Bear. This could be a huge timing window when that Bear has that BKB, but he needs to make the most of it. Luckily, there's nothing that pierces BKB outside of a Supernova stun. But even then, if there's a Supernova, Flyby is going to take that Supernova down. And lastly, Shadow Shaman is looking for an Axe himself. So this game is proving to be much more difficult than their previous series. But you can tell they are definitely comfortable running this lineup because they are picking their fights quite nicely, actually. Quite nicely. So Radiance is now done. 2750. 28 minute Radiance. Gonna also be shifting into a Solar Crest, so the miss chance on Abaddon is going to be real.
I'll take your tribute.
15% cooldown reduction as well. The minus attack as well on the Sand King has just been claimed. He's just hit level 15, so this could be a very big timing as well for LGD, the minus 50 epicenter attack slow. Big deal for the Ursa. The Ursa needs his attack speed, so any big changes like that could spell him quite a bit of trouble, but as long as that BKB can come up before anything, which it has, then it's fine. It just means that the Aegis has expired in the meantime, so very safe play from CDEC not to use the Aegis, but instead to wait it out till the BKB is done. Because BKB is essentially better than the Aegis at this point in time. Oh, jump forward. 11 getting a 2-man Burrow Strike. Beautiful start into this fight. June, he wants to turn onto the Supernova, but Demon's going to melt. So will Sep. That's both supports down. The Shark gets thrown out onto Victoria. They're going to go straight away onto this Abaddon. Thrown into the air. June, he will absorb all the damage. He's trying to burn down 11, but it's now finally run out. The borrowed time going to be given back. And that's 3 heroes dead for CDEC. Slight misplay. Not the best timing for that engagement. Also going to be giving away 1.1k gold with those 3 heroes as well. Only one has buyback, and that is the Shadow Shaman. That may be looking to poise himself in a position where he can possibly catch someone off guard. Not going to even bother anymore. Saying, guys, let's just take the tower. This tower is ours.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Still farming away. Flyby is still going. He knows without the supports he can't do anything, so farming is just the safer option. Still waiting for the Lincoln Sphere here on Shade. He's got one more component to go and he should be good to go, which is the Ring of Health. And that's going to be a while before that can pop up. Shadow Blade onto maybe going into this top lane. The puck has already left, so this is a very safe lane for Lina. Observer ward wise, that's not wards. These are wards. This is the vision for LGD. Map is very dark. Quite surprised it's this dark. You look at CDEC. Oops, that's not CDEC. What have I done? I pressed the ward. No. Press the hero instead. Alright, let's fix this. Alright. This is the vision of CDEC. And it's looking very dark for them as well. Do we have a gem? Okay, there is a gem on 11. So they've been dewarding all this vision on the side of CDEC. Moving back up. Movement here from CDEC going up into the top lane. But look at the movement for LGD. They want to go up top as well. And with this observer ward, they are going to start seeing some of these pop on through. Oh no, they've managed to find the Kuka. And Puck's bailing. Puck is bailing. Shade knows this is a really bad idea. So good thing that Sep ended up being the meat shield. Demon's is going to have to back out too if he wants to live. He's got Blink and TP. Just going to run into the bush, it seems. Flyby still farming away. I'm wondering what his next item pickup is going to be alongside June. June still wants to go for the Solar Crest, and then afterwards he's going to be picking up a... Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Taking over the jungle. 50% Spirit Bear magic resistance. I would have picked that as well. There is a lot of magical damage on the side of LGD. That bear needs to live. Not this bear. This bear. This one. This bear. And it's also going to get the Assault Crest very soon as well, so that minus armor is really going to start kicking in, especially with the Solar Crest. Whoever gets hit by this bear, and if they get entangled, oh boy. I hope you've kissed your mum yesterday, because I don't know if you're going to be seeing it anymore. And to all the fellow Malaysians out there, I'm not Malaysian, but to all you Malaysians out there who are celebrating Hari Raya, I think it's like Salamat Hari Raya or something. I'm very sorry if I get it wrong. I don't know how to say your holidays properly. Bombing away. Buyback status. Oof. Oh, this is not looking too good. But this is definitely going to be a farming game, guys. Definitely a farming game. I was expecting the games to finish at about 9 o'clock. What time is it now? 30. Alright, 9:30. I was actually expecting the game to finish at 9, but it's 9:30, so it looks like I'm going to be up till about maybe 10:30, 11. Because we have one more match after this for the day. It's eHome versus eHome Team. So if you want to stick around for that match, please do so, as I will still be here. Still going. No one's actually saving for buyback. I think this is very risky, but then again, no one looks like they want to fight anyway. They're all just farming the map. And it's like both teams are content with this outcome. So I guess I can't complain, right? It's really what's up to them. Is Urza forget what he wants? Oh, okay, he wants to buy Crystallis first. Wants to try and get those crits in. I feel like that's really the only way here for Flyby to get crits. Oh, here we go. The action's gonna come from LGD. I've got maybe clearing out these wards. And this will give them a little bit of vision. Roche is literally just about to respawn. They just checked it. Oh man, no one... Roche is up now. There's pings. There's pings. Okay, they know now. Roche is up. 11 has scouted it. 11 told Sep to get it. Gonna pop the borrowed time right off the bat. Maybe he's gonna start chasing after this Abaddon, but with the borrowed time use, he's just gonna get manhandled. And with no buyback, he just insta-bought a blade mail too. So with him off the board for 80 seconds, is this LGD's time to just go? They're gonna grab the Roche with this. It's gonna be Roche with cheese. That's
Radiant's
a lot
middle
of
tower
sustain.
is under
Probably
attack.
wondering, hey, where did Roche go? Roche migrated down south temporarily before coming back. Crew are gonna be handing in a recipe. That is a Shiva's guard. I believe that's for who? Oh, okay, here we go. It's actually for Lina holding on to it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bottom, we still have Shade
Radiant's
trying to
bottom
push
tower
this
is
bottom
under
lane here
attack.
with Demon Serpent Wards. They're gonna be able to grab it, but they have another. They're not gonna have another Serpent Wards for another 100 seconds. If they had another Serpent Wards, this would be a good time to throw it onto the high ground, just try and force a pushback here from LGD. But then again, LGD, they're not really in a rush at this point. They're just playing it very slow, very carefully, and they've also TP'd the bear in.
Dire's
So the bear
middle
is going to be
tower
able to
is
clear out
under
this
attack.
creep wave, unfortunately, just with the Radiance burn. Demon still trying to farm up this Ags whenever he can. He really wants that Ags. If he can get it, then great. Victoria going to jump away. That line. That line being thrown out. How are these teams able to get this? I mean, what? This is such a careful game. You have Aegis, you have Cheese, and you're still waiting? What are you waiting for? Well, I guess this game is a very high-risk game, so ensuring your victory, I guess it is the right thing to do. Hive of Insight here for Phoenix. Shiva's Guard coming up onto maybe Solar Crest, I think. I'm guessing it has to be Solar Crest. Is the other part on the bear? They have a Solar Crest on the bear. I guess it's just a casual Talisman of Evasion for now, so he's just gonna grab the Sange. Lots of choices. Lots of choices. Oh, they're gonna kill off the bear. Hexed up, shackled as well. It's gonna be 300 gold if they can get him, but the fact that this mischance is being such a pain for Flyby. Flyby has to pick up an MKB. He'll pick up a Skull Basher first. I really feel like Flyby needs an MKB. If he doesn't pick an MKB, this mischance could really kill him. Because we saw in that bear, he was getting quite a few misses. It wasn't just him who was missing them. It just shows how long it takes to kill a bear. And that bear that they killed, let's stat that bear, okay? We're going to position that bear as a hero. This bear has 31 armor and 2.7 KHP. Now we look at anyone else. Is anyone at 10 key? I think my whoa. Up. There we go. Game sound is up. I have no idea what the perfect settings are. People keep saying down, up, left, right, all around, 361, 80. June running away. This smoke is inbound. Who's this smoke inbound for? It could be Shade if he doesn't make a getaway right now. We do have the Phoenix running around as sentries. Gonna have to start sticking with the team. Actually wanting to farm these creeps with Fire Spirits instead. Yeah, I was like, guys, I need this farm. I need this farm. Let's take a look at the levels really quickly as well. Levels 24 on the Abaddon. And this is because June has been farming all game. And is very close to getting his level 25 talents as well. I'm wondering what he wants to grab. I'm assuming it's a plus 25 strength. I'm assuming it's plus 25 strength. That's just a lot of strength to put on one hero. Torrent thrown out there onto our Lina. The Sharks be thrown down as well. They're going to hit this bear. Nice blade mail. Going to be returning a lot of the damage back here to Yao. Jumping forward, doing some good stuns to this lone druid. And Flyby, not even doing anything, has dropped to half HP, having to pop the shrine. Flyby still waiting in the backside. They've lost the tower. The bear is still going. Lina's hitting from an absurd range. They're gonna try and blow the Lina up. The Shadow Blade is there. There is no detection. How is there no detection? There should have been dust. There should have been dust. Were they expecting to kill Lina before getting all of that off. Lina is back. 13 seconds on the Shadow Blade. Should have been able to pop the Aegis there and then, but here we go. Coil gonna latch onto 2. But they're too scared. They've lost the racks. If CDEC don't engage, they may as well just give this racks for free. They're gonna try and go for the chase now. Puck with his very fast orb does not go into the orb. Maybe gonna be coming from the side. Laguna, Phoenix Egg as well. They've lost the Ursa. That's a big chunk of the damage. Ursa has to buy back. The rest of the team gonna be stunned up here because of Yao's Supernova. In the front lines, you have a hexed up Lina. They're trying to finish her off. They finally dropped this Aegis. They're gonna try and chase down the Phoenix now, who has access to No Dive, and Victoria going the same route as well. And they get them though. Ursa gonna start working them down. They kill off Victoria. They need to get maybe, but maybe has BKB. This Glimmer Cape is not enough. Maybe is godlike. Yao gets denied to a neutral creep. CDEC has diebacked the bear. Yao can buy back. Victoria's got a 45-second death timer. Oh. That dieback hurt CDEC so much. Because now, there's no buyback on the Ursa. The next time he dies, I think that might just be it. It could just be it. 300 aphotic shield health instead. Okay. Okay, I was expecting June to go for the 25 health, for 25 strength to buff him up as a hero, but he's gone for the aphotic shields because he wants to help his team to absorb the damage, but the game is so late that that 300 is not a lot. I mean, it technically isn't a lot anymore. That's standard damage. Lina can pop that shield within the span of... She's hitting for a lot, okay? Lina hits for a lot. She can pop the shield in a matter of seconds. So can the Lone Druid. So can the Sand King. Victoria can do the same as well. God forbid Victoria gets an Aghanim Scepter. And then you have the Phoenix who... Sunray, I'm pretty sure that aphotic shield is not going to exist anymore. So at this point of time, I really feel if they had June on a different hero outside of this Abaddon, maybe they could have accomplished a little bit more. Maybe? It just feels like this draft from CDEC, the theory was there at the very beginning. For them to wait this late to fight LGD, maybe this was their downfall. They could at least be outplayed by LGD as well. This is not to say that CDEC are playing bad. They could be playing the best of their ability, but LGD are just counter-playing everything to perfection. Just moving around. This is the current goal. I didn't even want to show net worth because you guys would just be gobsmacked at it. Crazy stuff. Buyback status as well. Of course, buyback statuses are important. Two-man bar took 11 with position. The silence is there. June goes straight into the into borrowed time. Coil is there onto 2. 11 BKB straight here onto maybe gonna be dancing around the back. The bear trying to work down the Supernova. Supernova drops. That's gonna be Yao off the field. Victoria running away down low. June still chasing. They managed to kill off Victoria with Shade. And now it's going to be LGD on the retreat. They've lost 2. They've got buybacks. Sanking coming in with the epicenter. Can they finish him off though? Boo! They kill off 11. This is LGD making the mistakes now. Is this the return of CDEC? They need to chase down this big daddy bear. How good is there? Lina is here as well. They're trying to finish off Ame. June popping the blade mail. The bear is down. His 3 killing streak is over. Shade still chasing this Lina. They really want maybe, but it looks like he will zip on out of here quick in a jiffy. Now, can they do anything with this? Because the creep wave down bottom is pushed. Creep wave middle is pushed. Creep wave top is pushed as well. So even though CDEC managed to grab a very good team fight, they've got nothing to capitalize on top of it unless they check the Roche pit right now. There is a DD and a Roche, but they're not taking Roche. They're going to save the base instead. Maybe could just kill Sep. Sep. Is Sep dead? Sep's dead. The stun is too strong. Stun is way too strong. This was like the perfect opportunity for CDEC to go for Roche if they wanted to. Just send the Ursa. Just send Ursa. Let Flyby do it on his own. He's still trying to save up for this basher. There's scribbles being drawn on the map. This game is tense, guys. This game is really tense. At this point, I'm practically watching it as a spectator like you now. This is so exciting. Can LGD make it through? Wait. I want that double damage. Oh, demons going forward. I heard a Dagon. CDEC, they're a little separated. They're gonna try and cut off demons if they can with the Lina. They're checking out Roshan to see if they're taking it, but Rosh going on out, showing LGD that it's not being taken, and we have everyone retreating back to their side of the map. June. June's just gonna keep on tanking it up. He's trying to go for an Octarine Claw, and I feel like this is a step in the right direction. He needs the cooldown reduction so that he can be a much bigger help to the rest of his team. He's building lots of utility, which is great. He's trying to help out his Puck as well as his Ursa, just to make sure they don't die because they need him. Okay, Moon being taken here by 11. They're gonna jump in. The silence landing onto Puck. They're gonna try and burn down that Abaddon. It's not gonna work though. Demons on the sidelines. The egg is gonna be thrown. Are they gonna focus the egg? 11 with the 2-man Burrow Strike. They just don't have the damage. The egg is going to explode. It will cause the Abaddon to be stunned. They're trying to run away with the Ursa. There's nothing left here for Flyby. Dead by goodbye. That bear is dead. So is Sep. They're also gonna lose June. He's gonna go for the borrowed time first. He is burning the LGD lineup with his Radiance. But maybe does a lot of physical damage. Zipping forward, June is going to try and outrun this, but with the kick, this should be enough to send June home. No. Oh, they killed off Victoria with the damage first. Abaddon finally dropped. Where is Shade? Shade is still here, trying to kill off the bear. But now Arme's here, going to fan fight with his little pet. Going to try and go after the Phoenix instead. Yao trying to go for the runaway. The Dagon, one hit. Will that kill him? It will. And still here is the bear, Shade. Going to continue going. They want Arme. LGD! What happened? The Gem of True Sight on the deck as well. That was 2 buybacks, however. That was 2 buybacks. There's 1 on the Abaddon and 1 onto Sep as well. There are still buybacks on the field. We have 2. We have 2-2. We have the Putt. We have our Shadow Shaman up against a Sand King and a Lone Druid. Now there is no buyback on the Luna. 1.4k gold till maybe can even afford it. He's picked up an Eye of Skadi because he wants to tank up. Which is fine. Which is absolutely fine. But the thing I'm worried about right now is that even though your Lina is so damn tanky, it kind of comes to the point where maybe he should consider getting a Bloodthorn because he needs to get those crits in. He's attacking fast, but he's not attacking hard. So if he can start getting those crits, he can essentially crit down Flyby and the rest of the gang. The only hero he would have issues critting would be June. And yes, June is going to be annoying with the Aphotic Shield. That's probably why it has prevented the Lina from picking up the Bloodthorn, but it just feels like he sort of needs those crits. But I shouldn't really be judging maybe's build. Maybe builds things for if maybe thinks this works, then maybe this is not going to work for LGD because Lina is tanky. Really tanky. Technically, this Lina could frontline.
What have we here?
He really could frontline. Skadi and Shivas plus Bloodstone, which means a shorter death timer than most other heroes. Okay. This is also faster now. 537. Fiery Soul's too good. Puck in this top lane. We only have 3. We don't have 4. There is no Puck in this top lane. This is very risky for them to fight without Shade. There is the entire LGD lineup. They're going to go straight for June first. He's going to pop the damage. Laguna, they lost the Abaddon. There's no Laguna for a while now, but they're going to send the snakes in first. They're going to go straight on to the Lina. Oh, the torrent is there. They're going to force staff him back. Only 1-man Burrow Strike here from 11. This fight is going to go mental. June, he's still trying to chase after the Lina. He's burning to the Radiance. He will go down. He's going to go down to Shade. 23 seconds on the sidelines though, but they've lost 11 as well. CDEC, are they going to dismantle LGD after what they've been through? Are they going to take this through? They have to force up their entire team back onto the field. Buybacks are still available. The only heroes that don't have buyback on LGD is Yao, and that's it. Yao is the only hero that does not have buyback. that technically Yao could possibly afford buyback if they get 1 to 2 hero kills in an upcoming team fight. But now, LGD are at the mercy of CDEC after what has been an incredible 50 minutes of patient, well-calculated Chinese Dota.
Money to burn.
This is mental. Absolutely mental, ladies and gentlemen. This game is going so late. Net worth is... it's so steep. And Shade is still somehow leading net worth. How does a puck lead net worth this hard? This hard. He's holding wards in his... he's holding sentry wards in his stash. He's chucked it on the ground. He's saying, guys, I need this slot. I really need this slot. The line has been drawn. It's gonna be a while till Roche comes back up. Do we have a cheese on anybody still, or has that been eaten? Cheese is still on Ursa. So it looks like Flyby is gonna be hanging on to that for a little bit longer. Flyby's still hanging on to buyback. He really wants to buy the Basher, but he knows if he buys that Basher, he might not be able to afford his buyback. His buyback is costing 2.9k, so he really can't afford to buy the Basher yet. Not yet. He's very close to being able to afford buyback and that Basher, so he's being very patient. Very patient player. They're gonna go straight onto Flyby. Sunray is there. They might try and burst him down. The heals from June, trying to keep him alive. Glimmer Cape as well as that Lotus Orb. May trying to be out of range, trying to push back Flyby. But look at LGD. They cannot sustain. They need to kill the Phoenix. The 3-man's done with the Phoenix Supernova. They boss up the LSA follow through by maybe. June has popped his borrowed time. They want to go after Shade this time. The bear is going to be there to try and cancel out that blink. Shade is stuck underneath this bear. He's still got backup. That bear is still chasing after Puck, but Puck is really looking forward to getting maybe. He's caught him as well. LSA Dagon, he's dead. 3 heroes down with only Sep being the casualty for CDEC. LGD are crumbling. They are crumbling. This is very scary for them now. Ame, this lone druid, he's being outclassed by Ursa and Shade. And the fact that June is indestructible at this point is immense. Like, they can kill June, but what do you achieve killing June? He takes 10 years to die. He has 41 armor, which is essentially 71% magic physical resistance. So these right clicks coming out from Lina are doing practically nothing because Lina's burst, her spells are not enough to burst down June, which is where the physical damage has to come in, but just all this armor is insane. They can't kill June. He's getting these aphotic shields off. They're bursting on supports. These fights are going long. And with no sustain on LGD, they just can't fight for long. The Serpent Ward's gonna start chewing down this melee racks. Someone's gonna hold this top lane, and it's gonna be Sep. He's still home. He just respawned. He'll be able to keep the base safe. This game is getting intense. It's almost a 60-minute slugfest. And he finally manages to afford this Basher. We have not seen a new item on Flyby for approximately 20 to 30 minutes. Flyby has been one patient bear.
Coin of the ring.
Who turned up the heat?
What is left for either of these teams? We have Refresher Orb on a Shadow Shaman with Ags, Gem, Blink. He's gonna have, the only thing he has to change is Arcane Boots. And I'm thinking, does he decide to pick up the Octarine Claw so he can reduce the cooldowns? Because Refresher Orb is great, you get to cast all your spells twice. But does he go for Octarine or does he consider something else? Maybe going for a Scythe of Vice to have that extra disable. The extra disable would be amazing because if they manage to grab a Hex onto the Lina, they can probably burst her down with no issues at all. Roche potential spawn gonna be coming up in about another minute. But CDEC, we've seen them take a couple of these fights, but they could just never progress in this game. It's just these creeps, they keep pushing. left, right, and center because of this darn lone druid. The radiance just keeps burning these creeps. It just never seems to go onto LGD's side of the map at all. So, in essence, CDEC could win this game, but it's going to be a long one. They're going to have to try and force some of these kills when there are no buybacks available. Anyone with no buyback is a Shadow Shaman, and that's just because he can't afford it. It's not because of the cooldown anymore. So we've got, we're going to be showing June in the lane. Going to be sending Shade back to his team. Gonna be using the X to scout out the Roche. Very, very cute. It's gonna be another few seconds before that's actually going to be giving us the proper respawn timer, but it's all in this Roche now. This next potential Roche fight, and if it's not gonna be the Roche fight, if LGD give away the Roche, it's going to be the next possible high ground fight. If anything though, killing off the bear would be a great start for CDEC, because if you kill off that bear, it forces the lone druid to respawn another one, and he has to play much more carefully with that second bear. Because especially with the fact that it's 120 second cooldown, let's say the bear dies, and CDEC decides to fight into LGD. If they kill that bear again, that bear is gone for 2 minutes. And 2 minutes is very, very long at this stage of the game. The lone druid has almost all of his items on the bear. The only thing he doesn't have on the bear is the Ags, which he's holding right now, and a Heaven's Halberd. Everything else are cheap items. He's just gone to Daiso to buy his items. He said, okay, I'm going to treat my bear like king. My bear is me. I'm no longer a person. That bear is one lucky bear.
I'll take your tribute.
We have almost hit the 60-minute mark. And for this game, I actually expected this to be a 45-minute game. Well, so much for my prediction. My prediction was way off. Shade, what's his next item? It looks like it's actually going to be a refresher orb. He wants to get the double coil. Double coil can ruin a lot of these LGD heroes. Just stack them well. Double coil. You can't even run out of it, even with BKB. That's the biggest deal. And 2 coil break durations are so long. They're gonna go for a smoke. Can they catch CDEC off guard? They've sent June in front. This is a really good spot for CDEC to fight through. Coming in from the back. Okay, if they come in from the back and they catch out the backliners instead, this could be trouble. And Flyby is the first one that's going to get into vision range. No, they might catch Shade instead. Shade is there. They see the creeps. Flyby is there. Shade is here as well. They're going to try. Oh, they missed the Burrow Strike. They get the stuns. They go for the Magnetite, the Supernova as well. Maybe he's trying to finish up with the LSA. They will kill up demons. They're trying to run away with Sep. The courier has died. 3 heroes thrown onto the floor. The boat going to be landing on absolutely nobody. They really want Maybe. Maybe is so low. He has no regen. They're still chasing him down. Dude going to keep chasing Shade, trying to go forward. Pops his refresher. He wants to home in on Shade. He wants to kill Shade. The Dagon going to finish him off 1 for 1. Godlike on this puck. And 11 maybe the next casualty in this fight if they want to continue on pursuing. But in the backlines, Flyby dies to aim. And now he's going to try and make a getaway. Shade is here. Yule's thrown into the air. Sep is here as well. 2-person turret. It is the bear. Victoria dropping low. Oh, that entangle. Has CDEC overextended now? Have they gone too deep? They still have June. They still have Shade. But Shade is running really low in the gas tank. He has almost no mana left. He's still trying to make a getaway. It's going to be okay. This will leave the Roach pit open for LGD now. Gem hit the deck, being pinned down here by June. Buybacks are still up. Still none for demons. But they're going to hold on to the buyback. They're not even going to go after Roche. They're not even considering Roche now. They're pinging it. They have 5 heroes up in a second because of the Lina. Maybe's Bloodstone's now down to 8 charges. I remember that being up to 21 at one point. 21. It just goes to show how much the game is equalized now. Sustainer is going to make pushing so much easier for LGD. I'm wondering if they give the cheese to the bear so they can prolong his push a little bit more. I guess the cheese is just too valuable here. It's too valuable to just give to... It's too valuable to give to the bear. The bear itself does not deserve cheese. He already is 6 slot. He doesn't need a cheese as well. He's gonna have to start building the Lone Druid though. Lone Druid needs to start adding something to himself so that once the bear is down, at least there's something else on the main hero. June still in the front lines. Remember, this is still in Abaddon. He's got Blade Mail, he's got Octarine, Radiance, Lotus Orb. He just needs to... He could just put borrowed time in the middle of a stun. That's the beauty of Abaddon. He's not like any other hero that you can kill. As an Abaddon, you can pop borrowed time during a stun to cancel the rest of the duration. So, in all honesty, you'd never want to jump onto June. At all. At all. So now the game is going to be driven a little bit slower now. LGD again going to be farming with this Aegis. It really is going to go down to who has the most slots now. Who scales the best. It's quite scary. These items though, everyone's stacked. This is a support dream, just having items. Toria, stacked as ever. So is Yao. Yao's not stacked, but he's looking a lot better in this Phoenix than he was before. This buyback status is so cute.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And look at this bear. This bear is actually starting to take the tower by itself. June TPs, bear is gone. This might just be the way that LGD has to win it. They might just have to send the bear into the bottom lane to backstab this tower while the rest of LGD keeps his top lane busy. You can see that's what he's doing right now. He's just moving along the sidelines, wanting to eventually start clearing out that bottom lane because that tower is fragile. Shade is here, so if the bear comes now, Shade could possibly kill this. It's got BKB though. BKB is still 10 seconds on bear. Bear. Here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Stuns onto June. Tower does go down. The bear is going to start hitting it, and this goes for BKB. They're gonna glyph it. Savage Roar on the bear, but there is no way they're gonna let this bear go. They want this bear. It's got the callback now, but look at the top lane. The fight has happened. The bear wants to go back to the racks. It's being microed by Ame, and I believe the bear has died. Or did it get called back? It died. He had to resummon the bear. This might just have to be it though. This is a much safer way of playing for LGD than it is for CDEC. Just get free damage on that Rax with the bear. It's doing a lot of damage, and with the plus 40% as well for those Raxes, it's doing a lot of work for LGD.
Double damage.
There's too many bears this game. Too many bears. Bear, bear, bear.
Illusion.
Still have Yao looking to actually get a refresher orb. I don't mind this. You can get the double supernova, also double sunray. Sunray, if Yao is able to channel it, he can output a lot of damage. Especially onto June. Because June at this point, he is incredibly fat, but Sunray is one of those spells where if you could just leave it on a target for a long period of time, it can burn a lot of damage. The supernova has helped out quite a bit though. I'm actually wondering what talent the Phoenix picked up here. Oh, it's not even 25 yet, so he can decide if he wants the +2 supernova count or the 1+1 stun duration. Stun duration seems a little bit more attractive here. The +2 hits, I don't think +2... I guess +2 could be good because you look at they don't have hero attack speed. So maybe, but I prefer the 1 plus 1 stun. Plus 1 stun's 3, so it doesn't max out. Oh, I'm expecting everyone to be maxed out already, but we're looking at your levels. 325. How is even a higher level than flyby? I can understand Sep. I can understand Sep, but everything else? Huh? Alright, well let's take a look at the talent. Already Nina took the standard talent. Druid took mid-roll Solist as well. Sankey took that's important. Oh, they found the bear! The bear's gonna go down. As long as they can kill the bear. Excuse me, guys. After talking for about an hour, I'm not surprised that I can't actually feel my throat. I still can, but it just feels weird now. And he does go for the +2 supernova hit count. Alright. +2 supernova. I thought the extra 1 stun may have been more useful for the team because he has gotten a couple. There have been a couple of situations where Yao has managed to get some of those multi-man stuns off, and just turning the 2-second stun into 3 seconds may have been a little bit more useful. But seems like the hit count is a lot more important here for our Phoenix. Look in the backside though, this bear wants to slowly burn them down, but they have vision. Now, the original bear did not die, but they're using the bear as bait. They lose the bear anyway. In the middle of the fray, they're trying to work down this Shadow Shaman. Shadow's gonna go down. The egg is still in the middle of the fight as well. It will not survive. The +2 hits will not redeem the Phoenix. And now 2 heroes with no buyback. Is that the bear that died again? There's no bear. Ame has no bear. Oh no! Okay, this could be a problem now. They have everything. Everything is on maybe. If maybe and 11 and Victoria can carry this through, they might have a chance, but there's no bear. June is still alive. He has borrowed time. Flyby on the edge. He's ready to go. Flyby is like, dudes, let's go. He wants Ame. No, he blinks too short. Blinks too short. Ame. You have a minute, Ame. His team needs to stall out for another minute for the bear to come back. And look at the lanes. The lanes are changing. The lanes, they're in favor of CDEC. 50 seconds left before the bear comes back. They're gonna TP back. Or Burrow Strike. They're gonna TP back to Abaddon. He's gonna come back with the X. The push is real. 40 seconds. Ame. Ooh, that misplay. Burrow Strike, this is onto June. He still has borrowed time. This is not the end of the world. They're actually going on to maybe the coil, his BKB, but if he breaks it, he's dead. He's gonna have to use the buyback if they want to retain these Raxes. The glyph is there. We'll buy some time. June is still fighting. He still has borrowed time. The bear in 15 seconds. CDC know that they can fight because there's no bear on Ame. This is practically maybe 11 and Victoria holding the fort down. They're going to lose this range racks. Just commit to the range racks. They're going to go in. They want to start, or they're going to try and keep them busy. They just need one more hit. Supernova Egg is down. The bear, he wants to work it down. It's okay. They're not going to kill the Supernova Egg. June does not get stunned. Oh, this Lotus Orb, Flyby coming in, wants to kill Victoria. He doesn't even get the spin away. He has to buy back. 11 in the middle of the fight as well. The Sun King is silenced. They lose him too. 2 buybacks on the side of LGD. CDEC on the retreat. They got their job done. They got the 2 Raxes. They forced out the buybacks. CDEC. Ame. Ame.
Gold and sweet.
Oh, wow.
Double damage.
I can't, guys. I can't. Oh. So Craigasm. So PogChamp. Angel Thump. This game is so close. Buyback status is insane. And you did... Are we mountain climbing? Are we descending? Are we descending Mount Everest? Or are we going into the ocean? This is the ocean, ladies and gentlemen. This is why TI is sea themed. We are going down. We are going down.
Radiant's middle tower.
There's so many missing buybacks. Oh no, is that 11? 11's dead for 2 minutes. Victoria is going into the fray. BKB on the bear. Supernova's thrown out. They're trying to finish off the supernova. They can't get it. Yao will survive. He will survive. The bear is fighting Ame, trying to redeem his team. The game is lagging. It's too epic. They can't. Ame can't. The game is too heavy. He hasn't been going to the gym. CDEC, after a 71-minute slugfest, they are breaking through. The bear dying in the back. It was a fake the whole time. CDEC. I am speechless. LGD managed to hold the game for so long, but they had issues closing out the game. And it reached a point where LGD, they were content with farming, but Lone Druid was going to eventually fall off. His own personal items at this point, 71 minutes in, is just not good enough. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. There are no buybacks. They're trying to get the shackles off. Yao hit with the coil. They say, we don't care. We want this game. We want this point. CDEC looking to break LGD's current win streak. Yao silence, running back to Fountain. Shade keeping maybe at base. BKB's deployed. Refreshers deployed. Trying to make kills happen, but maybe this game is out of their control. Ame respawning in about 10 seconds, but what can that bear do? They have lost all of their Raxes. It is now Mega Creeps. CDEC looking to stay. They want to try and go after Victoria. The game again lagging. Too many units on the screen. Too many spells. I can't even see what's happening. They kill Yao. The Phoenix is down. The Magnetize doing absolutely nothing. Everyone is so damn tanky. And Yao calling GG for LGD. CDEC proving that they are the alpha dogs of this match. It's a disaster. Oh. And I have one more.